Hey everyone, my name's Joseph Heavener, and I'm the CRM manager of Trinity Baptist College in Jacksonville, Florida. And a little bit of context, I started this position in January of this year, and we also started implementation of Element in January of this year. So I've been able to kind of see how things have been at the school for the past 15 years and what we can do with Element now. So this is not my usual scene, talking in front of a lot of people. I usually prefer behind the curtain, but I'm going to try my best. So let's see. I started off, I've got a little, illustration, if you will, of the traditional process of kind of accessing your data. And this can look different for, this is going to look different for everybody. But, you have a person is wanting something from their data. You could have multiple people that are kind of overseeing different data sources. But what that takes is, you can see time between that person accessing the data to bring back for whatever it is you need. And it can also look like this, which this is kind of more my case because that's me in the middle. And but with Copilot, which I probably should have mentioned, that's what I'm talking about. This is kind of what you can turn it into. And you notice that little thing changed into a lightning bolt, so speed. And so now all of your data that you have is being fed into Copilot, and you can access it instantaneously. And so I'm going to go through just a handful of places you can find Copilot, which I think they were also mentioning that there's some name change of Copilot, but I'm sure all of this is still the same. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is data retrieval. So with there's so many places you can access Copilot in Element. So I've kind of just put one example of that. That's the little sidebar character thing that pulls out, and then you can start talking. And all of this, I've asked some just general questions that you might be talking to a student and give them some information. And actually, in one of the meetings I had with our implementation specialist, Lindsay, which she actually said she was watching, so hey, Lindsay. We were talking about some fees and stuff, and I didn't know off the top of my head where we have an application fee for international students that's different for other types of students. And I had set up the knowledge base the week before, so she had asked me about the fee, and I said, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the BoltBot knows because I put the information in there. So I asked it, and it knew exactly what I was talking about and gave us the answer. So that was pretty cool. So that's data retrieval. And then there's creative generation, which this is a lot of stuff I'm super excited about that we've seen a ton of demoed over the past 2 days. And with creating the pages, as I've put an example here, and the communications and everything. So I would, that has been a really cool thing to kind of play around with as we've been implementing and kind of see the power of Copilot, and more specifically just the speed, because a lot of this stuff, traditionally takes a lot of people and a lot of time, as you've probably heard multiple times over the past 2 days. So number 3, I've got conversational assistance, which I think we've seen a lot of that demoed in the new updates they were showing. And I just took a snapshot here of the different options you have with Copilot within the conversation, and how you can use it to improve the writing, or kind of make it broader, different things. Then I have task management. So for task management, you can be specific, or you can just kind of, as I showed here, say, hey, catch me up. What are my tasks? What have I got to do? And it has all of that. It gives you a rundown of what you got, and different different tasks that you've got to do. And then last, I have the contact summarization, which contact summarization is nice if you just want to see a rundown of a specific contact in your system and get details of kind of where they're at and kind of where they should be going, and just kind of give you the gist of the information about that contact. And one word, if I had to just describe everything about Copilot, is efficiency. Because, like I said before, traditionally, a lot of these things that I've gone through in these points would take multiple people and a lot of time, maybe 3 people a whole week, which what we can do in a single person in 5 minutes. So that would be the biggest point I could make about Copilot, is the efficiency that it adds. And that is all I've got.